If you have any windows in your home, you probably have at least one window covering, and if not, you probably want one. Before you decide on your window coverings, you need to ask yourself a couple questions. The first question you want to ask yourself is, how much privacy do I want to gain from this window covering? And what do we mean by privacy? By privacy, you may be on a busy street and your living room fronts to the sidewalk and you don't want people looking in your window as they walk by in the evening. So you can cover the bottom half of your window and still have light coming in from above and gain the privacy that you need. Or perhaps it's a bathroom and you want to make sure no one can look in the window from above. If you're on the bottom of a hill, you can look out and see, if you can see your neighbor's windows, they can see down into yours. One thing that I ask people to do is go outside at night and see what you can see looking into your windows, because when the lights are on inside and it's dark outside, that's the most visible you are going to be. And you can also see what you don't see. You may think that everyone can look inside your bedroom when in fact the angle is such that no one can really see anything except your ceiling. So just go outside and look. The next thing you want to consider is, how do you want to control the light? And there's a couple considerations for lighting. Maybe you want it very, very dark in your bedroom when you wake up in the morning. The sun really bothers you. So you want to look at something that's blackout. Room darkening may not be good enough for you, and so that will steer us towards certain window coverings. Media rooms are also very concerned with light and light leakage because of the movies or the televisions and keeping the light off of them to reduce the glare. Maybe you want to have some privacy, but you also want to let the light in. And you may think, well, that's counterintuitive. You can't do them both. But really, there are many window coverings that let the glow of light into your home and still provide the privacy that you're going to want. Maybe your main concern is heat. In the summer months, there's a lot of heat coming in the windows and it's heating up the room so much you have to overwork your air conditioner. And so you want to keep the heat out. There are several very energy efficient window coverings that you can use that block out the heat coming in, and you can also let light in as well. They've gotten very technology forward in keeping the heat gain out of your room while still letting the light in. The final thing you need to think about is, how do I want the shade to operate? By that I might mean, do I want it to have power controls? Maybe you have a two-story foyer and you want to cover the top window. Well, you don't want a cord hanging all the way down your wall, so maybe that's a good idea to have power on that one. Or maybe it's in a very awkward place that a cord or a pole is not very useful. Power is a great application in that setting. Do you want the window covering to go up and down or side to side? That will steer us towards certain window coverings. Other lift systems, maybe you have children or pets, cats, dogs, someone who may get tangled up in the cords. Well, then you want to go cordless, or you want to find a system that has the cord in the upper end of the window. Then no one can get tangled in any of the cords. There is a safety feature on every window covering that if you do have a cord, it has to be secured. So just be aware that if you do get a cord on a window covering, it's going to have to get screwed into the molding or the wall around the window. Do you have someone in your home that's handicapped, that's in a wheelchair? We can make adjustments for that. If they want to open and close their window coverings, we can make the wands on a wood blind very, very long so that they can reach it from seated position. Or maybe power is a good application in that situation too. So those are the things you want to think about as you start planning your window covering purchase. Ask yourself these questions and then come into MODA Floors and Interiors and let one of our specialists help you decide.